Namaskar. Hearty welcome to each one of you. We start our second week. Today morning, we spoke about the elements which make up this world and us. We focused on the earth element, the grossest element. We are made up of these five elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. And each has a specific role in our lives, from the gross to the subtle. We basically talked about how the presence of earth element, the more or less of it, affects us. Basically, the element, its nature is solidity. Earth is solid. It doesn't move, it stays, unlike water, fire, air, and space, where there is movement. So, the energy of earth element also does the same thing to us. It makes us stable. When we have more of that energy, we tend to sit at one place, not wanting to move on. And when that makes us a little lazy and not wanting to take on life. But when we have less of earth energy, then we become very anxious, worried, and tensed. It's like when an earthquake is happening, what kind of feeling would we be having? Nothing is stable. So it is important for us to stabilize the earthly energy within us. It connects with the Mooladhara chakra, the root chakra. And we basically do that by grounding, like through different activities. When you walk on the floor, walk on earth, barefoot, on sand or mud or normal terrain or on grass, it allows us to absorb the earth prana. Prana are of different varieties. The earth prana goes into us through the soles of our feet. So it is important for us to get connected to nature. When you go on nature walks, when we simply are out of our home, we should walk barefoot. We should take vegetables which are grown underground. That helps. Gardening is a great activity. There is this book called Ikigai. It talks about a place in Japan where the average age of people are 100 plus. So it talks about their lifestyle. And one major thing that they do is they indulge in gardening, even at that age. And they get up very early in the morning and they do their gardening and everything else happens after. So it keeps us stable. It also can be regulated by certain practices during meditation. You can, while sitting for meditation, you can sit and think about roots coming out of your base. As you sit down, it going into the soil, like how the tree is standing without moving with the help of its roots. So sometimes when we do that, we feel more stable. So these are some of the practices. Earth element is about our earthly needs, our food needs, our sleep needs, the need for money and home of our own. These are the basic needs. The earth elements take care of that. So understanding about that element is interesting. Since we are on this journey, we should do some research of our own. Learn about these elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. When someone says that we are made up of these elements, our scientific bent of mind doesn't make us connect with it. But read and learn about it. We have a couple of questions that we took in the that came yesterday. The easy ones first. Swati asks, should we sit on a mat or on the floor? We should sit on a mat. Whenever we sit on the floor, sit on a mat. Sit on anything that is made of plant material, clothes or jute or anything like that. It basically allows us to ground well. Jasmine Panchmia, how to cross hands. We keep saying, crossing your feet and clasping your hands. So we basically clasp our hands finger to finger and then keep it on our lap in the most relaxed manner. It allows energy to circulate within our body as when we meditate. Jaya Sarya, during meditation, does taking a back support make any difference in the absorption of energy? Lights on or off, does that make a difference? Ideally, when we sit down with a straight back, not stiff, but a straight back, but without a back support. And it is a question of a few days. Generally, when we sit, we generally look for a wall or something to support us. But if you can make it a habit to sit down on the floor, which is a very earthly activity, then if you would put an effort not to take a back rest, it's a question of 3-4 days, and you will be able to sit without any tension in your body. That will be ideal. But if you have issues and you need it, there is nothing wrong. But during meditation, it will be great if we do not support our head. The moment we support our head, we tend to fall asleep. And lights on or off, nighttime, it is better not to have a light, not a bright light. Light can be there. Light is not going to interfere to that great extent. But in the night, if you can sit without light or in dim light, that is better. Because even when our eyes are closed, the body knows when there is light. Daytime, it recognizes that it is daytime. Nighttime, it recognizes as nighttime. So the bodily functions are tuned to the samvedanas outside, the things that come from outside. So nighttime, it's better to have a dim light. In any case, our eyes are closed and our focus should be inward. Then things will be better. The last one is by Nidhi Kedia. Must I have been meditating daily for the last 1 week, feeling quite calm. Also, though I haven't been able to get that state of mind fully, I'm advancing each day in this journey. You asked us to watch what we speak, our words, but somehow I lost my temper in the morning and spoke few words, which I felt should not have. Such things happen with me many a times. How should I tackle such situations and improve? Good question in that I feel happy that it's not because, you lost your temper and spoke things that you are not supposed to, you didn't want to say. But The fact is that you became aware. Substantial percentage of people are not even aware as to where they stand, how they react, and what they think, how they perceive. We are not an aware being. We are an aware being, but we live as if we are not an aware being. That is what spiritual journey gives us. It makes us take a look at ourselves more than the people around us. So the fact that you're noticing that maybe you should have talked differently, or maybe you should have paused, itself is a great step. Generally, when we start making these changes, it doesn't happen in one shot. First, we would continue to do what we usually do. And then later on, when we introspect about it, when we think about it, we realize that that should not happen. And if you are at it in a few weeks, months' time, while we are in that conversation, where you might again lose your temper and again would say things which you probably wouldn't want to say, you would be aware that I'm saying, but probably you wouldn't be able to control, and you would say, let me say it. Let him or her get a few more of mine. I'm sure this happens to all of us. But again, you're aware that during the course of that interaction, you became aware that this is not the right thing to do, which is really beautiful. Which makes you separate from 99% of people in the world. So, in a journey, you move from point A to point B, and there is a space that you traverse, and there is a time that you take. So, don't be harsh on you. Give yourself time. Don't be aware. So, when you're aware, it allows you to get a grip on your emotions in due course. Don't wait for years and years to happen. Moment to moment, you should be conscious of it. And if it happens afterwards, never feel guilty. Guilt and guiltiness should be out of your dictionary. Because when we do something, at that point of time, we do based on our understanding at that point of time. We probably have no control at that point. Only in retrospect, when we think about it, we realize that that was not the right thing. If you do something and then if you tell me that I should not have done it at that point of time, that is fine. But if I take you on a time machine, put you at that spot again, removing from your mind everything that you experience afterwards, probably you do the same thing again. Which means every moment we do things based on our understanding. Moment to moment, we need to change our understanding. We need to move forward. We need to climb steps. If you are an aware being, that will happen, 100%. So that awareness is all that you need. After that, everything will fall in place. So with that, let us start meditating. We again meditate on our light, soul's light. When we meditate, I would like you to, completely get involved. Some of us were giving feedbacks as to their inability to, visualize it. Just don't worry. It is not important that in case you are not able to see. It's your attitude which is important. When you sit there with full intention, you try to see what they get. And whatever need to happen will happen. We have 5 more weeks in front of us. Things will happen. Just be patient with yourself. Clasp your hands, cross your feet, close your eyes. Remove your glasses, adjust your body. Relax. Take a deep breath and release if you feel like. And with eyes closed, want you to look inside of you. Look into your chest area. Go within. Look at your heart. Heart is the space where we, the soul, reside. Go in, look inside, and you will see this speck of golden light, size of a pinhead, small but vibrating, emitting light, intense light, golden in color. Relax your body. Start seeing this light. See that speck of light, or visualize that speck of light. Imagine that speck of light. Keep gazing at it, completely relaxing your body, at ease, forgetting the world around. Full focus inward. As you look at that light, you see a movement in that light. The intensity increasing. The color golden, deepening. Allow your imagination to run wild. Keep watching, keep gazing. As you watch, you can see that light slowly increasing in size. Concentric circles in all directions. Slightly but surely, light becoming bigger and bigger. Forward, backward, left, right, upward and downward. Like a small ball of light, it is increasing in size. The light is slowly moving downward in your body. It's spreading into your diaphragm, your stomach, your hips. Like a wave of energy. This golden light going downward into your body, touching everything in its path, making it golden in color, touching the stomach, your hips, going down into your legs, your thighs, your knees, your legs, calf muscles, slowly spreading down into your ankle, your feet, soles, and toes. You can see your entire lower body. The inside is fully lit in golden light. As you sit there and feel this, you can see the light spreading upward, the top part of your body, top portion of your lungs, cleaning it, energizing it. Your shoulders moving into your hands. Your elbows, arms, wrists, palms becoming bright golden in color, the inside, and your fingers. You see this light slowly spreading into your neck, going upward, touching everything on its path. Feeling your head, your brain, everything inside your head. Everything is lit bright. You see yourself as a ball of light now. You can see this light coming out of your skin, through the pores of your skin. Your body is turning into a bright golden light. Stay there, feel it. Every cell, fiber, tissue in your body is vibrating, intensely emitting light. Like the sun in the sky, the light is out. Allow it to spread. Allow it to spread and extend to the room where you are sitting. Let it go across and occupy every space in your room. Allow that light to spread to other rooms in your home. You can see it spreading like a wave all across. As it moves into other rooms, it touches everyone sitting there, your near and dear ones. Suddenly they becoming bright golden in color. As they become happy, being touched by this most powerful, loving energy of yours. They feel happy, they feel your affection, they feel settled. Entire home golden in color, golden light emitting. Let it slowly come out of your home, spreading into your neighborhood, into other apartments in your building. It's moving fast now. spreading into other homes, touching everyone who are there in a concentric circle. It is moving across your neighborhood. Imagine a map of your locality. See your position, see the neighborhood becoming golden in color as it traverses. Going across to the parts of the city where you usually move, touching everything in those spaces. Moving across your city, making it golden light, pulsating golden light. Moving across your state, in filling every space in your country. Your whole country on the map you can see in golden light. Spreading fast. Your continent, across oceans, covering your globe. As you wash down, you can see your globe, the whole of Earth, enveloped in golden light. Stay there, watch it, feel the vibration. As you watch, you can feel your presence. You are sitting, but you can't see your body. All you see is this bright light. You are immersed within that golden light, vibrating, pulsating, energized. Stay there, feel it. Stay there. Keep feeling. Keep sensing this light, your light. Full of healing energy, calming energy. Empowering energy. Stay there. Feel the power within. Be there. Last 2 minutes. Enjoy your presence. Enjoy your light. One more minute. Last minute. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. Five, four, three, two, feel and sense your energy. Feel and sense the light. Atma Jyoti. Your own light. Soul's light. 2, 1, 0. Take your time. No hurry. Whenever you feel ready, you can come. Those of you who would like to sit there for some more time, please do that. And try to be in your silence for the rest of the night and day. Wherever you are. So you can clasp your hands. Rub your palms together, keep it on your eyes. Now you're ready, you can open your eyes. Meditation generates a lot of heat. So it is ideal for you to take a glass of water at the end of meditation.